My name is Miss B, and welcome to Miss B's Bedtime Storytime. I had to film this video twice because I thought the book about dragons and noodles was about tacos. So I got Dragons Love Tacos confused with Dragons Eat Noodles on Tuesday. Oh, silly Miss B. There are too many books about dragons. So, I hope that whatever you had for dinner tonight, whether it be noodles, or tacos, or salad, or bugs, or lima beans, that it was fabulous. Okay, so we are talking about rainbows this week. Yesterday, we read a book and it wasn't really about rainbows, but it was super fun, right? Today, there's more color in our story, but again, it is a long story, so I'm only going to read half of it. But I think most of you know that this book is one of Miss B's favorites, because Miss B's mom used to read it to her all the time, and it's so good. And it is called A Bad Case of Stripes by David Shannon. And look, what is on the cover? It's a rainbow! Wow! See, this makes more sense with our theme, right? All right, I'm so glad that I found it. It is written by David Shannon, who is one of Miss B's favorite authors. He also wrote No David. If you have not read that, very good. I would suggest it. All right, my friends, A Bad Case of Stripes. Oh, it's a little shiny. Oh, we don't like when this happens. Can you see it? Enough? Yeah. Camilla Cream loved lima beans, but she never ate them. All of her friends hated lima beans, and she wanted to fit in. Sorry, I wanted to be in the video. Camilla was always worried about what other people thought of her. Today, she was fretting. She was worried even more. It was the first day of school, and she couldn't decide what to wear. There were so many people to impress. She tried on 42 outfits. That is a lot. That is bigger than the sun. No, it's not bigger than the sun. Miss B, not that big. But none seemed quite right. She put on a pretty red dress and looked in the mirror, and then she screamed, "Ah!" Why do you think she screamed? What could be some ideas? Do you think she saw a dragon? Maybe. Let's see. Her mother ran into the room, and she screamed too. "Ah! Oh, my heavens," she said. "What happened to Camilla? What? Oof. She doesn't look good." Well, she looks beautiful. I love the colors, but I don't think that's what we're supposed to look like, right? No, I've never seen a rainbow person before. "You're completely covered with stripes," her mom said. This was certainly true. Camilla was striped from head to toe. She looked like a rainbow. Mrs. Cream felt Camilla's forehead. "Do you feel all right?" she asked. "I feel fine," said Camilla. "But just look at me." "You get back in bed this instant," her mother ordered. "You're not going to school today." Camilla was relieved. She didn't want to miss the first day of school, but she was afraid of what the other kids would say. And she had no idea what to wear with those crazy stripes. I don't know. I would probably go to school like that. I think it would be so cool to be a rainbow. Right? What do you think? Would you go to school as a rainbow? That afternoon, Dr. Bumble came to examine Camilla. "Most extraordinary," he exclaimed. "I've never seen anything like it. Are you having any coughing, sneezing, dizzying, drowsiness, shortness of breaths, runny nose, aches, pains, chills, or uncontrollable twitching?" It's a lot of things. "No," Camilla told him. "I feel fine." "Well then," Dr. Bumble said, turning to Mrs. Cream, "I don't see any reason why she shouldn't go to school tomorrow. Here's some ointment that should help clear up those stripes in a few days. If it doesn't, you know where to reach me." And off he went. So Camilla's gonna go to school. What do you think's gonna happen at school? The next day was a disaster. Everyone at school laughed at Camilla. They called her Camilla Cran and Knight of the Living Lollipop. Oh, that's not very nice, is it? She tried her best to act as if everything was normal, but when the class said the Pledge of Allegiance, her stripes turned red, white, and blue, and she broke out in stars. Whoa. That's crazy. That's pretty cool. She's kind of like a chameleon, huh? But because chameleons can change color, but they usually do that to camouflage, right? I don't think she's camouflaging. The other kids thought this was great. One yelled out, "Let's see some purple polka dots!" And sure enough, Camilla turned all purple polka dotty. Someone else shouted, "Checkerboard!" And a pattern of squares covered her skin. Soon everyone was calling out different shapes and colors, and poor Camilla was changing faster than you can change channels on a TV. Oof. Poor Camilla. It's not very nice for friends, is it? That night, Mr. Harms, the school principal, called. "I'm sorry, Mrs. Cream," he said. "I'm going to have to ask you to keep Camilla home from school. She's just too much of a distraction. And I've been getting calls from the other parents. They're afraid those stripes may be contagious. Other people can get them." Camilla was so embarrassed. She couldn't believe that 2 days ago everyone liked her. Now nobody wanted to be in the same room as her. Her father tried to make her feel better. "Is there anything I can get you, sweetheart?" he asked. "No, thank you," sighed Camilla. What she really wanted was a nice plate of lima beans. But she had been laughed at enough for one day. She really wants those lima beans, but she's scared that people will keep laughing at her. Well, yes, I see," Dr. Bumble mumbled when Mr. Cream phoned the next day. "I think I'd better bring in the specialists." About an hour later, Dr. Bumble arrived with 4 people in long white coats. He introduced them to the Creams. "This is Dr. Grop, Dr. Sponge, Dr. Cricket, and Dr. Young." The specialists went to work on Camilla. They squeezed and tapped and tested. It was very uncomfy. Then the specialists went to work. "Oh, well, it's not the mumps," said Dr. Grop. "Or the measles," said Dr. Sponge. "Definitely not chicken pox," put in Dr. Cricket. "Try these," said the specialist, and each handed her a bottle filled with different colored pills. "Take one before bed," said Dr. Grop, and they filed out the door. They all left. They gave her some medicine, and they said, "Toodles." Do you think it's going to work? What do you think is going to happen when she takes it? uphill. That night, Camilla took her medicine. It was awful. When she woke up the next morning, she did feel different. But when she got dressed, her clothes didn't fit right. She looked in the mirror, and there, staring back at her, was a giant, multicolored pill with her face on it. Holy guacamole. That is nutty. Dr. Bumble rushed over as soon as Mrs. Cream called. Can you see that picture? But this time, instead of the specialist, he brought the experts. Dr. Gourd and Mr. Mellon were the finest scientific minds in the land. Camilla was poked and prodded, looked at and listened to. The experts wrote down lots of numbers. Then they huddled together and whispered. "It might be a virus," Dr. Gourd announced. Suddenly, fuzzy little virus balls appeared all over Camilla. Oh no. You see the little fuzzy balls? Like a virus? Or possibly some form of bacteria, some sort of germ. Out popped squiggly little bacteria tails. Or it could be a fungus, added Dr. Gourd. Then Camilla was covered with different colored fungus blotches. Kind of like a mushroom. The experts looked at Camilla, then each other. "We need to go over these numbers again. Back to the lab," Dr. Gourd explained. "We'll call you when we know something." But the experts didn't have a clue. Nobody can seem to figure it out. All right, this is going to be the last page until tomorrow. Look at all those people. By now, the TV news had found out about Camilla. Reporters from every channel were outside her house, telling the story of the bizarre case of the incredible changing kid. Soon, a huge crowd was camped out on the front lawn. Whew. Camilla had quite a tricky couple days, huh? Do you think things are going to get better for her? Miss B usually picks stories with happy endings, so I would say probably, right? We like happy endings. Okay, so tomorrow I am going to be sending out a video of just ASL, just signs, and you've already learned so many. Like yesterday, do you remember what we learned? We learned the sign for rainbow, right? Yes. Just like this. Rainbow with your fours, right? You take your fours, tuck them together, and you go bloop. You don't have to make the sound. You just draw a rainbow in the sky, right? Okay. And we're all going to sing a song in that video tomorrow. But I want to give you a little sneak peek because we're going to talk about a bunch of different colors in there, and I would love for you to know the colors. So I'm going to teach you 2 colors before tomorrow. Are you ready? The first color, red. Take your little finger, your pointer finger, touch your chin, red. That's red. Nice work. Next color. This one. Orange. You're going to take your whole hand like you're squeezing a ball, and you're going to squeeze it twice. By your chin, usually. Orange. All right, so now we know. Rainbow, red, and orange. And I think we learned colors. Maybe not, but I think we did. You take your 4 and you tickle your chin. So now you know 4 of the signs that I'm going to talk about tomorrow. You're ahead of the game. All right, my friends. I love you. Sleep tight. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Sweet dreams.